Hi everyone, hope you're all well today. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and a new video. I'm hopping on quite spontaneously today. I was talking about a topic on my stories on Instagram, and then I felt like I have so much more I want to say on this topic to women out there who are on their TTC journey, who might be struggling, might be feeling really alone. This video is for you. So I'm Hannah Fritz, as you might know by now, and I work as a fertility coach and I support women to conceive naturally and or preparing for different fertility treatments. And I focus on a holistic and personalized approach through effective lifestyle changes and shifts that you can easily do in your daily life that will boost and maximize your chances to get to a healthy pregnancy. And so this is what I do during my days, helping women here on this platform, mainly on Instagram, where my main social media platform. And I also support women in different coaching packages. And some are shorter and some are up to 3 months, where I can walk alongside women to support them on their fertility journey. And today I want to talk to you about a topic that it's so, clear to me when I speak to women or write. I do also sometimes voice messages on Instagram because it's a bit more personal. It's very clear to me that so many women feel so alone on their TTC journey. They're overloaded with information, just unsure of what to do next. They have gotten, the majority of women that I talk to have already gotten help from the healthcare, from maybe multiple doctors, fertility appointments, maybe also treatments, maybe also an IVF clinic. But they still feel that, okay, what is my next step? Obviously, the healthcare don't have the capacity and are not educated and trained to really go deeper into lifestyle shifts. It's not within their scope. So what I feel like is that many women are kind of left alone to figure this out all on their own, which is also really, really hard because, like I said, you're just getting so much information from so many different sources, and it's hard to know what to really trust, like what will actually have an effect on your fertility. And then you go into acupuncture, reflexology, different supplements, superfoods, and really try so many things and kind of tick this fertility trend list of what you hear. This is supposed to be good, and ending up being more stressed and more confused than when you started. So this video is really that I want to recognize where you are right now on your TTC journey, that you're definitely not alone to feel like this. And many obviously don't share their TTC journey because it's something very intimate and private, and many want to keep it to themselves, to their partner. But they're your partner, usually when you're in TTC journey, yes, they can of course be there and support you to the best of their ability, but it's still not really it's hard for a partner, no matter if it's a man or someone else as a partner, to really understand as a woman, as a person going through TTC journey, what it actually means and the challenges that you go through every day, the kind of living between hope and despair through your whole cycle. When you're in the 2-week wait, feeling in the beginning hopeful and positive, then you get some symptoms and you feel like, okay, is this a pregnancy or not? Then you maybe test too early and that's negative, and then you feel so sad a day, and then this goes on and on and on until your next period comes and you're like, why is it not working? And you're sitting there alone trying to ask Google or ChatGPT for help, but it's just confusing, obviously, who to trust and how to come further on your journey, so to say. So this is just, I wanted to kind of recognize this struggle because I see it so much, and it really because I'm so passionate about this topic, and this is really kind of my call to help women through their TTC journey, heal hormonal imbalances, and really get closer to a healthy pregnancy. It makes me really, really sad, to be honest. It makes me I truly feel so much with these women, and I so much just want to help. So yeah, what to move into, like, now I've been talking about the challenge for quite a while and what I see that many women struggle with. I wanted to also with this video move in a bit to hope and what you actually can do, what can be done to create clarity on your journey towards a healthy pregnancy. And there I work obviously with women every day in my coaching packages. And inside my coaching programs, this is exactly what I work with, because as I have identified this big struggle with women on their TTC journey, really what I see that majority of women need is structure, a direction, and someone to help them take focused action. Because it's so easy to feel like you're like stuck in the same kind of mindset and the same kind of actions. And many women are saying, like I talked about this the other day in a video, yeah, but I'm living healthy, I'm eating a varied diet, I'm exercising, I'm taking a prenatal, why is it just not working for me? And like I hope that it will work next cycle, but then like nothing is really changing, and you also don't know what to even change. So this is something that I want to take massive action on together with the women I work with through a really extensive intake form. When I take a woman in, no matter if it is for a one-time session, for a 3-week program, or a 3-month program, I always do an extensive intake form to go into depth and analyze your lifestyle, what you can really shift, like partly your symptoms, like what can we find in your symptoms that your body is signaling. Also take in any tests, any blood work that you might have done, any medical history you might have, together with the signals from your body, how your lifestyle is, what you're doing every day, basically from you wake up until you go to bed. Also when you sleep, because sleep is also a big topic, a factor that we're analyzing. And just identifying which areas that you personally should focus on. And this is also extremely important here, what I said in the beginning, that I have a very personalized approach, because fertility and working on your fertility, it's not going to be the same solution for everyone, because also our bodies are different, our lives are completely different, our lifestyle, our habits are just on different levels. And this is something that we need to acknowledge and work on, to be able to find the most effective solutions for you. And I've said this many times, and I'm gonna say it again, you can focus on 100 different things if you want to conceive, but only a handful of them will actually matter. And this is like, the key is to first find these factors. Usually, like I say, a handful. The women that I work with right now, they have approximately 4 different main factors. I've had actually, I've posted now in the past weeks from a couple of the client cases I have right now, a little bit more there. So you can also check my Instagram account and see there a bit more in detail about my client cases. But this is what we identify. And when we identify these factors, we go into detail into them, exactly which actions should you be doing. Because again, this is what when many women are missing. They miss clarity, structure, and direction, and knowing what will actually have the biggest impact of on my fertility. So this is what we identify. We also agree on a couple of actionable steps to start doing directly on the first day from when we start to work together. And during our follow-up sessions in the 3-week version, I have 2 sessions. So the first one is this kind of startup where we identify everything, start with the actions, and you get a fertility roadmap, a structured plan. And in the session after that, 2 weeks after that, we will evaluate everything, also depending on how is your body responding to it. In 2 weeks, it's quite a short time, but we can still start to see how is your habits, how is the implementation going into your daily life, and how is your body so far reacting to them. In my 3-month program, we can of course evaluate this during a longer period of time, and during the sessions bi-weekly, we go in depth once again and analyze which symptoms are coming from your body, how is it going to implement the habits. And the thing is, It's so much about adding to your lifestyle, not forbidding, not going on any diet. It's really about implementing effective shifts that will last and give you a long-lasting effect. Because what I always say to my clients is that we don't want you to go like away after 3 months and just drop everything, because that's not going to be any point with that. So we really want to incorporate habits that you actually can do every day, even though, like one of my clients, she's very busy as a manager. She has so much responsibility, working full time, and she still manages to do these changes and do these shifts. So it's all about not turning your life completely upside down, but really focusing on the small but effective changes that's going to have the biggest impact on your fertility. So yeah, I felt like I talked now over 10 minutes, so I think I'm going to start to wrap it up. But yeah, this is really, like I said in the beginning, the biggest challenge I see basically right now that has been really going to my mind often is that so many women lack clarity, structure, and direction on their fertility journey. So this is also why I'm focusing on exactly this kind of gap in the market that I see right now in the fertility market, to like what kind of support can you get out there? Yeah, well, majority of women, they turn to their doctor, and yes, they can help you to look at the medical aspect, but who is going to help you to do all of the lifestyle changes that you might need to do to get to a pregnancy, and be really specific about it. So this is what really I see like I said, a big call for myself to really help women to get more clarity on their TTC journey, to be able to finally see results, and to say it like the natural ways of boosting your fertility and maximizing your chances to conceive can be just as, if not more, efficient than IVF and other fertility treatments. Because the challenge there, not going deeply into that topic, I also have a separate video about IVF that I posted just the other week. But the problem is there, obviously, that IVF is not a guarantee for success, and just to kind of retrieve the eggs, fertilize them and put them back is not going to be a guarantee that the egg has a healthy environment to grow, and that you're actually going to be able to keep that egg and go through a healthy pregnancy. So this is really what we want to, if we do IVF, to really make sure that your body is prepared to take care of that pregnancy. And this is what I mean, that natural ways to boost your fertility can be extremely efficient and really maximize your chances if you're going to go through an IVF treatment or other fertility treatments. So yeah, thank you so much for watching today and for getting to the end of this video. And if you're curious about getting more support on your fertility journey to finally see real results, I'm so happy to tell you more, get to know you and your journey. The best way to contact me is on DMs on Instagram. There I answer quite promptly, and I am really, really, really happy to, if I can, be of your support. I will also link to my landing page with my different coaching offers and exactly what they entail. And yeah, if you have any questions, always reach out, and I'm wishing you such a lovely day until we see each other again. Bye bye.